Hello everybody, this is Kysen here, and you may have already noticed that my intro is not as upbeat and happy as what it normally is, and that's no accident. Today I'm doing a video for N-Dash. N-Dash is a KysenKraft member, and a very beloved and important KysenKraft member to everyone who is part of this community, and that will become very apparent over the course of this episode. But unfortunately, Ash is not very well. And we're doing this episode to show Ash just how much he means to each and every one of us and how he's touched us. And this is our little way, our small way of giving back to him. Not that we could ever give back what he's given to us and to this community, but just to show our appreciation for him. And so this episode is dedicated to N-Dash. We're going to go through a whole load of things. Starting off with how Ash first got on to KysenKraft, which is actually quite a lovely story in itself. So this here, guys, is a clip from the first ever KysenKraft competition that I did, and at this stage the only way you could get onto KysenKraft was by competition. This was way before I had any donators or anything like that, and so this was the first ever competition I did, and let's just take a quick look at this clip and then I'll talk about it a little more afterwards. So what I'm going to do now is set the parameters between 1 and 39, and I'm just going to do this 8 times. So our first winner is number 6. Number 6, that is N-Ash. Congratulations to you. You have won a place. So as you can see there, guys, N-Ash was the first ever person to win a spot on KysenKraft, and yeah, that's pretty unique and pretty historical. And you know, Ash, you will forever be the only player to be the first person on. You got that first win, and that's pretty cool because you have as I say, the eternal title of the first ever KysenKraft player. And now I'm going to show you guys some history of what Ash has built on the different KysenKrafts that we've had, from the very first one up to some more recent things. So guys, this here is a clip from the first ever KysenKraft World Tour that I did. This was back on KysenKraft World 1, way back in the first series at the very beginning, and we're going to have a look here at some of the things that N-Dash built, and they were included in this World Tour. Let's start by going /home and this is N-Dash. This is his housing area, so let's just have a little fly up here like this. And as you can see, quite a lot has gone on since last time. So this was all that was here last time, really, this house. But now this here is a redstone contraption. I can't show you. I really want to show you because it's awesome, but I can't. And I have to wait for the redstone comp video to be fair to everyone. There's a huge mine here. Now this is very cool. This is like a big quarry, and I'm not sure whether he's got plans to build in here in the future, or whether this is just a mine or what. But pretty awesome that he's got rid of all that. Must have taken him a good few hours to do that. Now there's other things over here as well, I believe, so let's have a look. We've got something here which I believe was him testing something for redstone, and I think there might be other things. I just don't want to miss anything and upset anyone if I've missed things, because it's quite easy to do, because obviously it's kind of impossible to remember what everybody's been doing and keeping up with them and everything else. So I'll have a little fly around the area here, but I believe that is just about everything to see here. The main thing to see here really is this awesome house which has been built, and it's just so cool. Look at it. It's just such an awesome build, isn't it? Really love that house. And that redstone thing is amazing, guys, but you're going to have to wait till the next episode. So the next place to go. So guys, as you can see there, N-Dash has a very unique build style and was an incredible builder from day one. I think he impressed everybody on the server. I know he certainly impressed me from day one with the things he could build, not just aesthetically, but his redstone builds too were really cool. And that's just a little flavour. I want to spend a lot more time on his modern builds on the new KysenKraft server, the latest server. He's done a lot of work on there, and it truly is breathtaking. So we're going to hop onto the server now, and I'm going to show you some of the things that he's done recently on the newest KysenKraft. Okay guys, so we are now on the current KysenKraft server, and all of these amazing builds you see behind me, this very cool looking town, this has all been built by N-Dash, and I assure you it's just as impressive up close as it looks from over here. So we're going to hop into the first person view now and go have a look at all of this. So we've got his quarry here, which you guys may look familiar from what he did in the first KysenKraft. He definitely has a bit of a style to all the things he does, a lot of these buildings, I think it's the roofs actually that make them look so cool. Well, that's one of the things anyway, and it's kind of makes them very reminiscent of his earlier builds. Gives him a little style to his type of building. This bit's very cool. This is like a little nether area, as you can see. We've got all the netherrack. Oops, didn't mean to do it. And the fire and the nether brick and all that stuff. And I thought it was a cool idea to sort of integrate a nether area into the overworld. Now, I promise you I'm not copying his idea here when I say this, but I had a similar idea for doing something on my Let's Play world to have a bit of a nether overworld area with some portals and things like that connecting up to the end, to the nether, I should say. And it's a very cool idea. It looks really good. And the fact that he's managed to integrate that in with his other builds and with the greenery is a testament to how good he is at building. Then we've got this bridge here, and this bridge is incredibly nicely built. I think one of the things that makes it so good is instead of just going flat or semi-flat, he's really like gone down and up again and given it some levels and some structures here. I've said this before, but anything that looks structurally sound like it would work in real life, I think that always looks better as part of your Minecraft builds if you can create that kind of illusion. And Endash certainly does that here, and it's a fantastic build. And that leads over to this lovely area here. I like this a lot. We've got a polar bear enclosure, and it's just down there underneath the glass. Very cool. And the detail that goes into all this stuff is what really makes it. And there's a big E over there, as you can see, very visible. Very cool as well. Definitely Endash's colours. When I think Endash, I think purple. So that looks very good over there, built into the hill. And a lot of work went into that. Those are all coal blocks and things. We'll perhaps have a closer look at that in the future. And it's quite easy to just kind of walk around and show you things and miss things. Like this pathway, for example, the work that's gone into this, this takes a long time, and getting this sort of thing right is not easy, as anyone who's tried this will know. But the textures, the different depths and levels, and the different blocks he's used really makes it just incredible. Even the path is just looking fantastic, and that really is a testament. If you can make a path look good, you're doing something right, of course. So we've got this building here, and there's a little balcony up here as well. We'll have a little fly down here and have a look around. I like the L-shaped balcony, the fact that it's not just on one side of the house, but it goes around to two different sides. Got a nice view of the town from up here as well. We can go in here, have a little wander around. We've got a little house, as you can see, some redstone stuff going on, of course. And then here's our front door back out this lovely path. And that leads over to another house, and there's a lot of houses around here that are similar, and we'll have a look at them all. But I didn't want to miss this bit out here. It's a very awesome staircase that leads down like this. We can have a look down here. And going down into his nether portal room, which is very nicely done, again. And the water integrating here with the scenery, it's just really nice. I mean, I wish I could build as well as Zendash can. He really does a fantastic job, and it all looks amazing. And these trees, of course, are man-made and very unique. I've never seen trees like this before in Minecraft. Literally, in pictures of looking at trees and all that kind of stuff, I've never seen anything like this. I know that Etho has done trunks that are similar to this, but I can't put my finger on it. There's just something about these trees that is incredibly unique and just looks amazing, in my opinion. If I zoom out a bit there we go. I mean, just really, really cool. And the leaves are done so nicely. To sprawl leaves like this and make trees look this good is not easy, guys, I can tell you. I've tried to build a lot of artificial trees in my time, and they take a lot of work, a lot of effort, and a lot of creativity. And of course, Endash shows all of that, as he always does in all of his builds. So if we fly up here a little bit, we got a chimney there as well, very cool, don't want to miss that out. I don't know why, I just quite like chimneys in this game, just one of my weird quirks, you guys know how I am. So we got, again, this awesome path leading into these houses, and here we go, there's one in here, and they're very, they're simple, but I don't mean that in a bad way, they're very well designed for simple houses. They look so cool, and each one of them is sort of very, it kind of reminds me of like The Hobbit. I don't know why, I think it's because the doors are quite low down. Often you won't see a door in the roof structure like this, but I think it's a fantastic idea. It really works well. It's not something I've ever thought to do myself or ever even seen. And I love it, I really like it. I think it's very unique, very creative, and looks amazing. And look at this guy here, we've got a little statue here. A guy there, and we've got some lava around that as well. And, again, it's the detail that goes into these things. Anyone can place lava down and contain it and use it for lighting and a bit of an effect, but the detail on this is just, It's what makes it, in my opinion, is that finer detail that Ash goes to with all of his stuff. So moving on from here a little bit, we can go over to this hilltop house over here. And this is like a double roof structure, which I really like. I'm a big fan of those. And inside here, we've got some more redstone constructions, I think. Maybe not redstone, but some like auto farm stuff there. And, I'm just being nosy now, just looking through his chests and things. But yeah, another very cool house there, and a functional one as well. Then we have this building that is, it's like a medieval pagoda is how I would describe this to someone. But you know, again, the detail, putting the buttons on, the torches, the stairs, the slabs in all different orientations. This is what Minecraft's about to me. You know, you can make an enchantment table, place a load of bookshelves around it, and you can do level 30 enchants. But you know, that's like the basic way. Or you can do something like this and really go to town on it, build a lot of things around it. And to me, this is 100% worth it. You know, it looks so cool. And then every time you come to enchant, you just get that little bit of happiness, knowing that your hard work paid off. And it's kind of like a life lesson, you know, that your hard work will pay off. And I mean, maybe that's me reading too much into it, I don't know, but I love it when simple ideas in Minecraft are taken to a level like this. Then we have a little sign here. Okay, so this is, I don't know if maybe Fam built this. This kind of looks like a Fam tower. Apologies for not knowing who this was, but whoever it was, it looks very cool, and it certainly fits in well with the whole sort of town area, doesn't it? So whoever built that, kudos. Not 100% who that was. And then one thing I did want to show you guys is this waterfall. I was over here earlier having a look at this, and this was just one of my favourite things about the town. The way it kind of branches off into two here. You got this one level here, and then a bigger level here. And again, all the detail that goes around it, it just looks fantastic. There's no other way around it other than to say it's just an incredible build. And it's one of those things that, you know, it's built nicely into the natural environment, so it doesn't look out of place. It looks natural. It looks like it's supposed to be there. But it's so good that we know it's not, because Minecraft can't generate anything that looks like this, that looks this good naturally. You know, this has to be player built. And I think that's one of the arts of the game. If you can make something and people have to kind of look twice and go, is that natural or not? And of course, you know, we see these structures, we very quickly realise it's not. But then if you look closer, you realise it's not just that these structures are built around an existing waterfall. This too is man-made, and yet fits in so well with the environment. So just another lovely build. And we got another house area here as well. A load of dogs in here. That's pretty cool. We'll have a little look up on this second level as well. We got a bed and lovely views out of this bedroom. Actually, it's be a nice place to live in real life, wouldn't it? Having views like that out of your window every morning, make you very glad to wake up each morning, wouldn't it? All right, let's go back out here. So then we got the E, and I said to give you a closer look. So behind this purple stuff, we have obsidian, and behind this stuff, the white glass, we've got blocks of coal. So again, you know, you could use any blocks really to do this, but not in Dash. He goes the extra mile, and that's why it really pays off. All of his stuff really pays off, and looks incredible. And now I'm going to go over to the shopping district, and I'm going to show you N-Dash's shop, because that is equally well built and equally impressive and worth seeing. So if we just go along here like this, you'll see, there we go, N-Dash's stuff and things. This is his shop, and you know, again, it's completely unique. I love it. I love the fact that he's chosen to use a lot of traditional things, you know, cobble and wood and grass, and then all of a sudden pink. You know, in theory, if you think about that, it's like it shouldn't work, because it's such a contrast. I'm just going to set the time up to 0. And yet, when you look at this, it just looks incredible. And there's not many people that can pull this off. You know, I tell you, I watch a lot of the big YouTubers in Minecraft, and I know a fair bit about building, or at least I like to think I do. And generally, you colour coordinate, and you use colours that work well and complement each other and that sort of thing. To do something like this, to use pink as like a secondary colour with the primary colours being the traditional ones, it's really difficult to do, guys. Trust me. Go and try it yourself in creative mode for a bit. It is tough. And yet, N-Dash has pulled it off and made it look amazing. And not only is he using pink, but there's all different types of pink. You know, you got wool and concrete and terracotta and, you know, the glass and carpet. It's I mean, I don't know. I'm not sure if I can get across to you just how impressive this kind of thing is to me. I just think it looks amazing. I know a lot of people on the server think N-Dash know N-Dash is an amazing builder too, and really appreciate his art form. And then the flowers, I think, are used really well, the flowers and the crops here, because they're sort of, like if we go and just stand down here, like if I'm not flying around, they're sort of just below that eye level, and they just add that bit of colour into the build, again, against traditional colours, which is difficult to do. You've got to really get the quantities right, and it takes a lot of time to get that kind of ratio right. But he does it very well here, and something about these types of builds, I think it's probably the colour, it just makes you feel happy and inspired. You know, you look at this and you go, wow, maybe I can combine different colours, you know, maybe I can do something like this, and instead of, you know, you've got a square plot here, but when you're on N-Dash's build here, you don't feel like you're in a square. It could be like in the middle of a forest or something, and he creates that illusion by all this different depth, this different colour, these different blocks, and really, you know, he's a fantastic person to model yourself on in terms of building, because this is just, you don't get much better than this, guys, and I really mean that from the bottom of my heart. You know, N-Dash is a fantastic builder, and he inspires me. He really does, and as I say, I know it's the same for a lot of other people, but all I can say, N-Dash, is congratulations, because this stuff is just incredible. You know, this is, if Mumbo Jumbo were to build something like this, you know, he'd get thousands of people telling him how amazing he was, and that's only because thousands of people, you know, see it. And if thousands of people could see this, they would say exactly the same. So to end this episode, as I say, the point being to show our appreciation to N-Dash, I've created a warp for N-Dash /warp EA, and that will take you here. So we are in the end, because that seemed very fitting, of course. And I've made a little enclosure here in the end for N-Dash. There we go, for N-Dash, KysenKraft's first member, as I say. And I did something similar to what I did with Fam, for those of you that saw that video when she was going through a tough time. I asked people if they would like to comment and say something to Ash, and loads of people did. As always, we have this fantastic community that pull together at times like this, and it's heartwarming for me, guys. It really means a lot that we have this. So now, Ash, I'm going to read through some of the things that different people have said to you, and we're going to start here with Bugger. So Bugaboo, he says, Ash, you're the greatest, most kindest, sweetest person I know. You can get over what's making you sick and beat it. You can do it. We all believe in you, and if you ever, and I mean ever, sorry for the typo there, want to chat to get your mind off of it, you have me on Snap. Snap me anytime, I'm here for you, bud, anytime. It's a nice message there from Bugger. So I'll leave all these books here, and Ash, if you want to come on and read them, or anyone else, then of course you can. The second one is Agent Venom. And Agent Venom says, get well soon, Ash. And a nice sentiment there from him, and a sentiment that's shared with everyone, I can tell you that much. We have Melon up next, who says, Endy, you are the best and very kind to this server. I love the things that you build. I never thought that I could meet you one day. And I spoke to Melon about this, and she was saying that she didn't think she'd ever meet someone like you, as nice as you. And again, I think that's something that we all agree with. So Haley's the next one, and Haley says, I'm so happy I know you. You're so kind and always make everyone feel good and welcome in our community. I love how willing you are to help everyone, whether in Discord or on the server. You make amazing things in Minecraft, and I'm jealous of how talented you are at building. I'm keeping you in my thoughts. So you'll see a lot of running themes in here, but basically it's about how N-Dash is this amazing person, this kind, great, amazing person, and how he's an amazing builder. And as I said, you know, I've showed that in this episode, and the comments, I told you that everyone felt the same, and we're just kind of proving that now. And I just to make sure I don't miss one, so that was Haley, it was the last one we did. So, okay, we're now on Fam. Fam says, hey N-Dash, I know you aren't feeling well, but somehow you managed to do so much for the server and your friends. You always have been a really good friend to me. You help me a lot, but maybe you don't realise. I wouldn't be where I am right now if you weren't my friend, and I hope you find the strength and power to live your dream and rule at life. Because you are, and always will be, a fantastic person. And remember, I'll always be your friend. You're a super good builder, better than me, and stay ashling, which is her way of saying dazzling. So a nice message there from Fam as well. With Jemmy being the next one, who says, well, hey Ash, I haven't talked to you in a while, but heard you got very ill with something bad. I hope you get better soon. one and only Jemmy04. Then we have Master Bay, who says, "Hey Ash, you're an awesome person who has always helped me when I'm stuck, and I know that I haven't really seen you much, but you've been a great help. Get well soon." The next one is Pingu, who says, "Hey Ash, I think you are a very nice person. I know you're sick at the moment. I wish you all the best. Get better soon, Ash." So I'm just going to clear these from my inventory now so I can read the others, if they will go. So this is the next one. This is Jubsy, who says, "Ash, I didn't get to know you very much, but from what everyone has said about you, you seem like one of the nicest people I could know. I hope you get better soon, and I will keep you in my prayers." Nice message there from Jubsy. Zare's up next, and Zare says, "And Ash is always there for me. He is always so nice and so helpful to everyone on KysenKraft. He is someone who tries their best to make everyone else happy, even if he isn't feeling the best. He is always so fun to play with, and I enjoy his company on KysenKraft. I hope you'll get better." Apologies for the typos, guys. There's been a few of them around. Just to say, I cut my finger really badly today, my right index finger, which obviously I do use a lot for typing. And I've got this huge plaster on at the moment, so it made it a bit difficult. So I do apologise for that. But hopefully it's not too bad that you can't read what people are trying to say. Screaming T is next. He says, "I hope you feel better, Andy. Praying." And finally, Endash is my comment for you. And I said, "Endash, I'm so glad to have met you. You are like the glue that holds everyone together on KysenKraft because you are such a kind, decent person, and everyone on here responds to that and recognises that. When I started KysenKraft, I should say, I didn't know what to expect, but what I hoped for was players like you, talented, dedicated, and kind. You not only play this game in an inspiring way, you communicate and participate with other members in a way that makes everyone glad they are part of the KysenKraft community. Without people like you, there would be no KysenKraft, no community, and a lack of inspiration. I will be eternally glad that you won a place on KysenKraft. I feel like it must be fate. My thoughts are with you and your family during this difficult time. Just know that I have played this game for about 7 years now, and yet you still inspired me. I'll never be able to thank you enough for what you brought, not just to KysenKraft, but to me personally. Your friend Kysen." And, I can tell Ash that obviously myself and everyone else really, truly meant every word of what we said here today. So, Ash, from everyone here at KysenKraft, you have our support, you have our love, you're in everyone's prayers and thoughts, and if there's anything we can do, you just have to let us know. So, it's goodbye for now, Ash, and I look forward to seeing you next time.